Hello, this is Joe Briscotti from the North Atlantic Applications Group. We're going to be going over the embedded soft panel and how to operate it with the A4 module. And the A4 is populated on a 76C2 board. We're going to connect up to it. It's in the second slot. Let's adjust the screen so we can see the control panel. This is the control panel. As you can see, you can set up for different operations. So let's bring up the transmit. Let's clear FIFOs. Let's do a soft reset. Okay, it should be reset. So now we're going to set it up in a trigger mode. Let's put some data in there. This is just random data. Move out of there, and then as you can see, I can start filling it up. But remember, you need to enable and the receive and the transmit buffer. I set it for trigger mode. Here's the trigger select pin on there. I can refresh over here. As you can see, the FIFOs, the C FIFOs don't have any. If I refresh over here, the first one has. Let me just place some data in the second and the rest of the transmit buffer. And I'm putting unique data in so you can see what's going on. I'm sending absolutely rubbish over to the transmit, but it gives you an idea of which channel I'm sending over. So, and as you can see, I got 5. I can still continue to put stuff in there. And if you notice, if I keep going up to 32, the low watermark for the first channel is 32, and the rest of them are set for that. So I'm going to just go over and make sure that I'm, let's see. Okay, it's auto refreshing the status. As you can see, the status for the first channel, the transmit buffer is not empty, obviously. So if I keep going up to 33, you can see now it's the transmit buffer almost empty. It's above it, so it indicates that it's it hasn't hit that watermark. So on the rest of them, I'll just put a few words in there, like here. Okay, and then I'll transmit, I'll refresh. You can see what was transmitted was 36 and it received 36. If I refresh over here, you can see that the transmit buffer is no longer contain any values in the first channel. If I go to the second one and transmit and refresh, you can see that it transmitted. Let's refresh over here. So it sees that it has something in the buffer, and if you notice, the status bits are setting up here. And again, if I go the rest of the way and I do a refresh, and of course I could receive the buffer and read the buffer in, and I decrement it by 1. But the point here is you're going to get the raw data. Now if I set it for mailbox mode, let's go up here and set it to mailbox mode. If I read in, it's going to give you the label. So you're going to have to work, if you need to do some debugging, you can see what word comes in the buffer. Now the other thing we have over here is we have a label editor. You can display what's in memory. Okay, I gotta enter a channel, sorry. I can display it, or I can load the channel. And under the serial number, I've loaded a bunch of labels for each channel. Let's load channel 1. Channel 1, you can see that I've set label 4 to 1, and I set label 2 to 1. So that's a quick way of loading the memory inside the A4 with labels. And obviously, you could set up different channels. The format of the files are pretty interesting. You can open it up and take a look at the format. And you can perform some editing outside the embedded soft panel. The other thing I wanted to bring up was the scheduler. I have something stored in there. This actually is a way of creating a sequence of events. Let's load what I stored. I have one on channel 1 and 2. So here's the sequence. I can go to the end and I guess add some more pauses if I wanted. And I can store that out to memory. Just need to hit the save button, and it pops up, and I can save it whatever channel I want. So there's some unique tools that you use. There's the match memory, where you can actually set up the memory and store the information to be compared with data that's being transmitted. Bit is enabled. I do have a problem on channel 6. Not sure why, but I grabbed it, and the data is definitely going over, but the test circuit on channel 6 is not working, so we'd have to take a look at that. But it's pretty comprehensive as far as what information you're going to see, interrupt status, channel status, whether it be data available in the receive buffer, data in the transmit, if the transmit's empty or if the receive is empty, or if the receive is almost full, you don't want to do an overflow. You want to prevent that. And you got parity on the receive and so forth to validate transmission. So if you have any questions, you can get back to me. My email address is jabruscati, that's ABRUSCATI @NAII.com, or you can always send an email to our on our website. If you have any questions, feel free to get in contact with us anytime. Thank you.